What's up, you guys? It's Joseph here with another video. I wanted to make this video for a 6-month review on the iPhone 13 Pro Max and see what it really brings to the table here in 2022, 6 months after its release. I wanted to dive in and see if this is really a pro phone as Apple says it is. I know that's a lot of big debate nowadays on what's considered a pro phone. Why don't we just hop right into the video and check it out for ourselves. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is Apple's highest end flagship phone. It came out at the end of 2021. It has a Super Retina XDR OLED screen that has ProMotion up to 120 Hz. It has HDR10, Dolby Vision, and a nit brightness of 1000 nits. It has a 1200 nit brightness when you're watching HDR content. It has a new wide color gamut and True Tone with 458 pixel density. The resolution is a 1284 by 2778. Now, I just want to start out by saying this screen is great. It's very visible outside. I have no issue seeing it. When watching videos, it is very clear and has great color. It also has a 20% smaller notch, nothing really special about it, given the fact that we really can't add anything to it. Not even a battery percentage bar like on the other iPhones. I don't think that would have been really hard for Apple to do, but oh well. Let's talk about the 120 Hz refresh rate. Now, I know this has been a long time coming from Apple to put this on an iPhone. So when I heard it was coming out for the iPhone, I was super excited about this feature. I know many people I've talked to don't really notice it on screen. They don't think it's 120 Hz. I know Apple says it's adaptive, meaning it can go down in refresh rates all the way down to 10 Hz based on the content you're viewing or what you're doing with the phone. But when I played with it, I thought that it looked solid. Now, I know Samsung phones have had these for years and people swear it looks good or better on a Samsung, but I think the reasoning behind it is because Samsung has a higher scrolling speed. At least that's what I saw in testing. When I use this phone, I see it. And I love it. It meshes well with the brightness and the colors of the screen. It just seems super snappy and fast. The cameras on this phone is incredible. I use the iPhone to take all my pictures and record all my videos that you're seeing now. It's crisp, it's clear, it has bigger sensors from the 12 Pro Max that you can really see on the outside of the phone when you're looking at the lenses. It also has a much bigger camera bump, as you can see. It has a telephoto lens, an ultra wide, and a wide lens that are all 12 megapixels. It can shoot all the way up to 4K 60 FPS. But I usually use it for 4K 30. I think 60 is a little overkill, but if you enjoy it, then go for it. The colors that the iPhone 13 Pro Max came out in are graphite, which I have here, silver, Sierra blue, which I also have here, gold, and now this new green color that just came out. The storage variants that it came out with were 128 for the base model, which I think is great, by the way, along with 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. Now, if you have a 1 terabyte, that may be a little overkill considering that the 1 terabyte option is around $1,600, and at that point you might as well just buy a MacBook Pro or an iPad Pro. The A15 Bionic chip is just super fast. It's honestly impressive to see how fast this phone moves. If you use it every day, there is never really any lag. It just flies right through everything. Just curiously, I went to LumaFusion to mess with some video editing, and I was shocked to see how fast this handled it and how well it looked. It has 6 gigabytes of RAM, and for a modern smartphone, I still think it's a little overkill. iOS doesn't require that much RAM, but if you want to edit and play games on this phone, you can do it no problem. Now, I want to give battery life its own section here because it's just unbelievable. I have yet to kill this thing, and it's been out for 6 months. I usually go to bed with around 45%, maybe more, depending on if I've used it heavy or not. It has a 4352 milliamp battery compared to the iPhone 12 that has a 3687 milliamp battery. It has made the phone thicker for sure, and you can feel that. Another thing you can really feel is how heavy this phone is. Like, it's a brick. You can probably beat someone up with it and do some real damage to them. Speaking of damage, this phone still has glass regardless of how drop resistant Apple says it is. Just keep in mind, it's still glass. Glass is glass and it'll always shatter. I don't like cases, but if you really want to and protect your phone, you can throw on an Apple case like I have here with the MagSafe ring, or a speaking case like I have here. Obviously, I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but I think the speaking cases just look really nice. Well, that's really my quick review on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Is it really a pro phone? Well, it's been out for 6 months and it's still $10.99. It has a great camera system. The battery life is just crazy good. The screen is much better with the bright 120 Hz refresh rate ProMotion screen. It seems like Apple's really listened to what people wanted in an iPhone. If you do many things like edit or use your phone for a lot of business, then I can see you getting a pro phone. I can see you getting the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you're just a casual user, then I don't know if I can justify spending the extra money and getting the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I can see it as overkill if you're a casual user. Maybe the regular 13 will be fine. I have a video on the 13 versus the 12 if you haven't already seen, and if you want to check it out, I'll link that in the description below. Until the next one, guys, have a good one, and God bless.